Bring your awareness to your mental screen, that space between the eyebrows. And just as we did last week, we'll start a mental countdown. So on your mental screen, visualize the number 10. Maybe even imagine drawing it with chalk or a pen. And allow that to fade to number 9, 8, 7, see it clearly and vividly, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're now in a deeper state of meditation where everything we do here is for the good of all, harming none. Just remembering that the most direct link to the present moment is the breath. So with our awareness on our blank mental screen once again, I would like for you to visualize a beautiful spider web early in the morning and see little droplets of dew on that spider web. Just the web itself sparkling in the sun, those dew drops collecting on all the nodal points. Just see it as clearly as you can here. This is our intranet, our Indras Web. This is a great visual and analogy for us. We've been spending, hopefully some time out in nature with this new environment. But we've also found ourselves, more than likely, spending a little more time in front of the computer and in front of technology. In mythology, there is something called Indras Web. And it's basically that connection of all of life. So as we have this web in front of us on our mental screen, you see those droplets at those nodal points glistening in the sun. And you see that if another drop falls or the wind begins to blow, it begins to shift from one central node out to all the other nodes and all the other lines. And within these droplets, there's another whole Indras Web or intranet inside of each of those droplets, getting more and more subtle layers. But for now, just become aware of how any shifts or changes in that balance affect the whole. And then allowing this visual to fade. Call upon the screen of your mind now a beautiful large dream catcher. Right? The circle hoop with the lines that are crossing in the middle. Beautiful, intricate design. Very similar to the spider's web. Just visualizing that dream catcher here. You may see it in certain colors. Maybe it's of one neutral color. Just see it here, of your own design, of your own making. And then begin to bring your awareness to the points where those strings, that webbing crosses. And as you look closer, you begin to see jewels at all of those crossing points, all of those nodal points on that web, on that dream catcher's web. And there's one jewel in particular that you are called to. That is your jewel. You are that nodal point on the web of life. And with that image, you may even see that dream catcher or that pattern becoming larger and larger. And see how if you were just to kind of shake that jewel a little bit or tap it, how it affects all of the other lines and nodal points connected to it. So as we begin to reach out, not only to those in our physical presence, but those in our virtual presence through the airwaves, knowing that our reach extends beyond what we can see with our physical eyes. Begin to see, sense, and feel how your actions, your thoughts, your words, your deeds affect your nodal point. Just taking a few more moments here. Maybe you go back to the visual of the spider web. Just knowing that see, sense, and feeling of that interconnectedness, that Indras Web. And just allow that visual to fade from view. And we'll gently count up mentally as we visualize on the screen of our mind the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Begin to deepen the breath, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes, coming back, coming back, coming back. And that deep belly breath, that 3-part deep diaphragmatic breathing, allowing the lower belly to rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation. And as you're ready, slowly begin to open the eyes.